let's again talk about Andy fumbling. Okay, so now Andy Cohen is now addressing whether or not he is to blame for BravoCon being canceled. And then he'll talk a little bit about Sonia Morgan's Townhouse, maybe. But I really want to get more into like his explanation about BravoCon. Now, my personal opinion on this, I think that Andy Cohen is a big factor in BravoCon being canceled, but not the only reason. I think the mounting lawsuits, the decrease in ratings of Bravo shows across the board, the toxicity of Bravo shows, the mass firings that is happening right now, and then also not just the lawsuits in general, but also like the reality reckoning, and then also Andy Cohen himself being sued. So do I think it's just Andy? No. But do I think Andy is a part of it? Yes. I do think they're also trying to figure out what to do with Andy. I do believe the reports that some sort of demotion is being negotiated. I think they're going to let him keep Watch What Happens Live, but they're going to phase him out of the Housewives. And so I kind of think that is what's going on here. But let's see what he has to say. So this is according to Reality Blurb. Andy Cohen addressed a rumor that he's to blame for BravoCon's cancellation amid his mounting legal issues and shared what actually happened. He also reacted to Sonia Morgan putting her famous Upper East Side townhouse on the market. Last month, the network announced that the conference will not exist this year. Instead, it will move to a later date in 2025. So basically, BravoCon is being put on pause. I read over the weekend that In Touch is blaming me for BravoCon getting canceled, said Andy on his Sirius XM's Andy Cohen radio live show. I mean, who did I piss off at In Touch? They're really on me. This is the most I've thought about In Touch in a very long time. Because don't forget, In Touch was also the magazine that broke the report or allegation that Andy Cohen was negotiating his exit from Bravo. Andy said the outlet's quote theory that the conference was canceled because Andy is going through it. I think the decision to pause the conference was made long ago because with the availabilities for the location that we want it to be, it would have been that we would have had to have it in I think September of this year or something like that, Andy said. It felt way too soon, so I'm glad. Last year after BravoCon, I remember, and I don't choose when BravoCon is, but I remember saying to the powers to be at Bravo, I hope we're skipping a year, he revealed. All right, Andy, I'm going to stop you right there. Stop lying. And again, this is just my opinion. Andy Cohen, you're lying through your teeth. I highly doubt that after BravoCon last year, which was in October, you said to the powers to be at Bravo, I hope we skip a year. Why? That makes no sense. Number one, you would not get a paycheck because as a Bravo talent executive, you're being paid to be at BravoCon. And number two, the network would be missing out on a paycheck because as we know, the tickets to BravoCon are hundreds of dollars out of control. And then once you get there, you have to pay for food, you have to pay for drinks, you have to pay for parking, you have to pay for hotels, you have to pay for transportation. You have to pay for merchandise, certain, VIP upgrades. It is a money-making machine. It's a conference. Conferences are meant to make money. So the fact that you're saying after BravoCon last year, which seemed to be fine, you went to the powers that be and said you hope we skip a year? Why? Make it make sense. It doesn't. You're lying, in my personal opinion. Again, I'm just saying how I feel. I'm giving my opinion on what he is saying. To me, I'm calling BS. It makes zero sense. I need a better reason why Andy Cohen would say to the powers to be at Bravo, please skip a year so I don't get paid for BravoCon. Please skip a year so the network doesn't get paid for BravoCon. Because that's where the money is going. Doesn't make any sense. Also talking about, we couldn't get the venue we wanted. NBC Universal can find a venue if they want to find a venue. Stop with the nonsense. Knock it off. None of that makes any sense. You're going to tell me that NBC Universal is skipping BravoCon because they couldn't find a venue? Of all the venues in the world? Knock it off, Andy Cohen. Knock it off. Addressing the report on Sonia's townhouse, Andy reacted to fans' suggestion that Bravo buy it and make it a museum. Sonia's townhouse has gone on the market. I've gotten so many queries from people wanting Bravo to buy it and turn it into a museum. I think that's a real fixer-upper, he said. Andy continued, I think maybe it's just better left, but listen, if she gets 10 million for it, which is what it's on the market for, even if she gets 8 or 9, she can get a nice place for that. She'll be set. According to reports, Sonia's townhouse is currently on the market for $7.5 million, and it is set to go up for auction from May 15th to May 29th. Starting bids are expected to be in the range of $1.75 million to $3.75 million. Oh, Sonia. Now, it's never good when a house has to go up for auction, but Sonia has been going through it. You know, she talked about on Ultimate Girls Trip how she was couch surfing when, you know, she was renting out the townhouse for money. I don't know what happened. Sonia had a lot go wrong, and I don't know. Just ladies, get your prenup nice and tight and right so that if you happen to marry a millionaire, you get paid for life. Call Sutton, okay? Anybody going getting a prenup? Call Sutton, okay? Because Sutton gets $350K per month after tax. And Sonia, who is married to Morgan of JP Morgan, has to sell her townhouse and has to couch surf to make ends meet. Blasphemy. Sonia should be living like a queen right now. She should have a castle. She should have it all. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have all your affairs in order. And also, a little bit of a tangent here. Watch out who you call a quote, a friend. Watch out for these fake, phony friends who will stab you in the back because they want to take your place. I'll tell you what I mean. This is what happened to Sonia. Sonia was married to, I forgot his name, his first name, but Morgan, you know, JP Morgan of Morgan Stanley, you know, money, generational money for years on years on years. Her so-called friend was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, Sonia, like you should go. It was like their friends were going to some party in like France or Saint Tropez, something like that. Her husband was home. I don't think he was feeling good. And the friend was like, yeah, Sonia, you should go. I'll watch him. You should go party. So Sonia leaves. She parties. She dips it and she does it. And when she gets back, her husband is like, I am divorcing you. You need to get out. And I am now with your best friend who told you to leave. And then after Sonia divorced her husband divorced her, he married, and I believe is still married to, I'm not sure who's still alive or not, so I want to be careful with that. But is still married to, I believe, the friend of Sonia's. So be careful with these fake and phony friends who be playing in your face and they're plotting your demise. Because if Sonia had played her cards a little bit differently, she would have been in a much, much better place. Then we love Sonia. She's fun and she's free, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hello. And that friend is the one who is now cashing those Morgan checks. And Sonia is out here, you know, dipping it and doing it with Luann, getting these little Bravo checks, selling townhouses when she could have been having Morgan estates. And it would be different if I think that Sonia was really happy, but it doesn't seem like she was really that she's really happy. You know, we've seen her on the show and the drinking and the pills and the crying and the Morgan, that's my family and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So watch out who you call your friend and stick beside your man, okay? If your husband is homesick, don't go out to Saint Tropez, dipping it and doing it with your friends, and then come home and find out your whole life is turned upside down. So be careful, guys. That's a PSA. But Barbara says Sonia was cheating on her husband, but that's what I'm saying though. Like whether she was cheating on him or not, and I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that her cheating on her husband is right or not. The simple fact that your friend is the one who tells your husband what's going on, tells you to leave, and then when you come home, he's marrying her and divorcing you. Sonia cheating or not, watch who your friends are. Because I wonder how he found out she was cheating. You see what I'm saying? We got to be. I'm just saying, be careful. Just be really, really careful. So yeah, and that was a good note, Barbara. So thank you, sweetheart, for saying that. So yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys think about, in my opinion, Andy, again, just be quiet, Andy. Be quiet. Like, we all know things are not good with you and Bravo. We all know things are not good with you and the housewife situation. Like, we all know things are not good with the legal situation. We know things aren't good if NBC Universal is going to stop their bag for a year to clean house. They're not going to skip BravoCon, which for them is a revenue stream, because remember, they're not doing BravoCon for the fans. They're doing BravoCon because the fans are paying for tickets. It'd be one thing if BravoCon was free and we all just went and had a great time and it was free and this was something that they were doing to give back to us, back to the community, back to the audience, back to us who support them. That would be one thing. If BravoCon was free and they said, everyone come and have fun, meet your faves, take photos, all of this stuff, and they skipped it a year, okay, cool. But it's a corporation, and the sole purpose of any corporation, they will give you stupid little like nuggets, like, we believe in innovation, we want to give back to sustainability, we care about storytelling. BS. The sole purpose of any corporation is to make money. That's why it's an industry. That's why it's incorporated. Their sole purpose is to make money. So if a corporation, NBC Universal, is choosing not to make money off of a guaranteed revenue stream, it's because something bigger is going on that they need to clean up. You see? So, yeah, I'm just saying, Andy, your days might be numbered. I personally think it is time for Andy to bow out. He can keep Watch What Happens Live, but him being the daddy of the housewives and of Bravo, to be honest, those days are long gone for me. But let me know what you guys think. Put it down below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Okay. Now let's move on to our next story. Let's talk about let's see. Let's talk about separate lives. Kyle Richards and Mauricio, are they truly moving on? Or is this a PR stunt for season 14 of The Real Housewives of